I feel guilty about baby trapping my husband when he wanted to reconcile with his wife. This all started 5 years ago when I 40F caught my ex-husband 43M cheating on me with my husband Josh's 35M ex-wife 35F. When I caught my ex cheating on me, I was devastated. I started gathering evidence of them having an affair. Before I broke the news to my then husband, I wanted to inform Josh about his wife's affair. Needless to say, Josh was very upset. Things were complicated for him because he had a son with his ex-wife. From then on, we met almost regularly to discuss what our next plan will be. I gave him the number of my lawyer. In our country, we need a year of separation, so we were both separated while still married to our spouses. We started seeing each other a lot more. Sharing our pain of the betrayal helped us get through a lot. This turned into a physical relationship. I knew that I loved him and wanted to seriously consider moving in together after our divorces were finalized. Even Josh expressed something similar to me as well, that he wanted to start fresh after all of this. I always urged him to move out of his house because he was living with his wife at the time of separation. By the end of their separation period, he told me he cannot be with me. He wants to reconcile with his wife. He said that he realized that if he divorced, his son would be hurt more. He realized this when they celebrated his son's birthday a few days ago when he and his wife acted like a normal family. And to make it much worse, I found out I was pregnant. I vented out to him that he cheated me. He promised to be with me and is now running off to his cheater ex-wife who didn't care about him. If he leaves me, then he will never see my face ever again. The choice is his, me or her. I said those things in a fit of rage. The thing I didn't tell anyone was that when we were having intimate relations, I was not on birth control. I didn't tell him that I was not. He just assumed I was because of how much we had fun time. A week later, he called me and said I opened his eyes. He wants to start a new life with me. His marriage was far too broken to come back to its original glory. I cannot tell you how happy we are. We welcomed a baby girl. I also love his son like my own. His ex-wife was not happy about it at all. She blames me for ruining her family because before I announced my pregnancy, they had a shot of reconciliation. But he changed his mind after my ultimatum. Over the years, I did feel guilty about it. I have asked my husband before if I was the reason why he didn't go back to his wife. I felt guilty about my ultimatum because that was just a pregnant woman ranting. His answer would always be the same. He doesn't regret leaving his ex-wife because he knew deep down he can never trust her again. With me announcing my pregnancy, he saw hope. We have been happily married, but this guilt I have will never go away. I feel sorry for his son. My parents were divorced and I remember how much I hated it. Though his son gets along with me and my daughter, deep down I know he wishes his family was together. I feel bad for lying and forcing him, and this has been killing me from the inside.
Here are the top comments.
She blames you. The balls on this woman. She should blame herself because if she hadn't cheated, you would never have been an option. Don't feel bad.
To be honest, OP, if there wasn't any baby involved and your now husband reconciled with wife, when that son gets older, he will learn the truth and despise his mom. I think this outcome is better, and your husband will probably be a robot husband to his ex-wife. He can never trust her again. For your info, she ruined her own family.
I have no sympathy for the ex-wife. She F around and found out. I am very petty. I would throw her affair back at her if she brings this up. This situation would not have happened if she remained faithful. Go live your life, OP.